And good afternoon, and welcome to Through the Static. This is Stephen the Medium, and I am here with Coach Elix sitting right next to me, and the infamous producer, Mark, who's here in the studio, and it's so great to have the three of us back. It's been a couple of weeks. Mark is feeling so much better. You look so much better, Mark. You sound so much better, and we're all safe, so that's good, right?
Thank you so much. I missed you guys.
Yeah, we missed you too. We missed being here. We missed, certainly seeing you. And how are you, Coach Elix?
I am well, thank you.
That's good. That's very good. So for people that do follow us on Facebook, I didn't do a Facebook Live today, which is the first in many, God, I don't even know how long it's been. Because most people probably listening know what happened this past week with one of our dogs. And I just thought it would be difficult for me to do a Facebook Live. More so just the people coming on, and everybody is just been so incredible. Just comments and being so sweet. And I think it would have just, I want to make sure I get through this show without being emotional. And so I thought, let me just sort of put Facebook Live aside. We'll do it next week. But I did, and I will post this at some point tonight, I did do a video, which hopefully people will tune in to watch. I just let Elix see it on the way here. And it's just, just on the theme of losing Monkey, and for everybody that has animals that are part of their family, and what they go through, and that it's just really, from my heart. And I hope that the video connects to people that do love animals, and maybe even people that, just are not animal people. So, right?
Right.
And you liked it.
I loved it.
Right. So,
I loved it.
But I hope everybody is doing really well. The past couple of weeks have been a little weird too, because of not being here. It's like, it's like every Wednesday, 5:00, we're here, right? And some interesting things that have happened. First with Mark, his mother has hornet's nest that's the size of the house, right?
Yeah, it's quite big. My Facebook friends, I posted it.
It's huge, Mark.
Yeah, it is huge.
It's huge.
I never saw that.
And I think hornets are nasty also.
Yeah.
They can be very aggressive, and you have to be very careful and have obviously a professional. To be able to.
Did you do that?
Well, I have to tell you, my friends have been so nice to me on Facebook. One of them said, "Oh no, it's a piñata."
I saw that.
Right? That was my cousin, actually. Right? So they're telling me to go out and whack it with a stick.
Yeah, that's not good.
And Mark Ambrose, who does the Sunday show here, said to me, "Go out there with a stick and run." So my response back to him was, "I'm old and I'm fat. I don't run." And he just laughed. Yeah, he thought that was kind
Well,
of funny.
I hope they get it
But
taken care of.
She did call an exterminator. They gave her a quote of $300.
It's just amazing how expensive.
I'm not surprised, because
If anybody out there knows a good exterminator that'll work cheap, or if you want to come down and take it home with you for your own gift,
Reach out to Mark.
Yeah, you're welcome to it.
Yeah, exactly. Find him on Facebook page, on his Facebook page. But I wanted to also just bring something up really quickly. And do you see how slick I am that I'm not even going to Monkey? Right, I'm just staying away from that to keep me.
That's good for all of
right,
us.
to keep us going. But every time we come in here with COVID. Now there's like a little entrance, and then it's double doors, and then you open the second door. So with COVID, there is a big sign, and it says use the hand sanitizer, which is terrific that the guys have there to use it. I don't know what the hell Elix thinks I'm like if I'm taking a bath. Every time we come in, he grabs it and puts like if you filled up like an above ground pool in my hand, and it just like I look at him like you can't put it back in. And so like if you ever see me when we're coming in, I'm wiping it on my hands. I don't know what else to do with it. He's out of control with this hand sanitizer.
So whenever you listen a story from Steven, always stick it at 50% value because he's so dramatic. So whatever that means, it's 50% of that. There was not a handful. There was just a little extra because it's good to be sanitized before you walk into a place.
It is good not to be like, again, taking a bath in it.
50% value, people remember that.
Dear God. Oh, well, here's another 50% value. So today, Elix comes home from a client, and just what we need or what I need, he brings donuts and he brings croissants that were just made from the market that were so...
They have a fabulous bakery, and they were fresh. So, hello.
So he goes for a donut first. And we had got back from running, and I went for a croissant.
Yes.
So I get my jelly, my grape jelly that I make, right? Mark, you know that because I've given it to you, and butter, and I'm putting it on the croissant. Now, Elix doesn't say anything to me.
I'm just watching in fascination to see what exactly he does. Because a normal person would cut the croissant. No, he doesn't. He smears butter all over the top and smears
and the jelly too.
Jelly all over the top.
It's all going in the same place, right? But then Elix says to me, then he gets a croissant to try it and says he needs the bread
knife.
The bread knife.
And
right?
It took him 10 minutes.
I pulled out every knife that wasn't the bread knife.
Yeah. I'm like, Steven, a bread knife. This one, no, that's a steak knife. This one, no. Paring knife. No, Steven, the bread knife.
I did finally get it. And then he shows me like what he's using and why it's called the bread knife to open the croissant. And I said, well, why didn't you do that? Like, why didn't you say something? And then he just thought it was great and fun and enjoyable to watch me try to put this butter and jelly on top of the croissant, but that croissant was so good.
Yeah.
It was
normally he would have taken just another knife, a dull knife, and just tried to cut the croissant and make a bowl out of it. But
well, it would have been. I would have made a mess. It just would have went all over. I'm telling you, I'm a detriment in the kitchen. I really am. I should never be in. I should only be in a kitchen which we have the setup.
Well, you have
to be
rules.
called in to eat, and then when I'm done, I just leave the kitchen.
Or you make coffee, and that's okay.
I do. I make really good coffee.
You know something, guys? I was told that I have no class. Which is probably right. You know,
I don't think so.
I agree with it.
I don't think so.
I need some context for that and to agree or disagree.
I am Camp Donut. Okay?
What does that mean?
I do not like croissants at all. If you put a
Really?
croissant in front of me, I'd probably say thank you, but. So if you came to my house with a box of donuts and some croissants, the donuts would be gone.
How do you not like croissants?
Oh my God, they're so
I mean, I love
buttery
both,
and
but those
flaky
croissants, Mark,
and-
were these were really.
For some reason,
You're just not a croissant guy.
No.
Not a croissant boy.
I'll eat any kind of donut you put in front of me. Chocolate, pumpkin, apple spice, I don't care. If it's a donut, it's gone.
Not a croissant, though.
Yeah.
We went to a couple of times. We've been to Canada, and those Quebec croissants were the best croissants I've ever had. They were just incredible. They were really, really good.
They were fabulous.
Or better than that, a nice hot beignet from New Orleans.
Oh, well, I would agree with that.
With a cup
Steven
of,
hasn't had those.
With a cup of cafe au lait.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's a very sour
die
subject because I have never been brought to New Orleans.
Oh, you gotta.
Yeah.
When things
Elix
get better, you gotta go.
just threw me to the side and just went.
Well, actually, it was a business conference, so...
Well, I mean, you know what? To me, that's the same thing. you know?
It's like...
When you say business conference, you know what I hear? Like the teacher on Charlie Brown, like, wah, 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 wah. I wasn't there. That's all that matters, right? I missed out. That's it. That's all
I want a New Orleans funeral. I want the dancing and the band and the marching down the street and everybody drinking and partying.
But did you say you want a New Orleans funeral?
Yes.
Well, that's what it is.
Yes.
What do you mean it?
The dancing, like...
They have a parade and they go down the street.
But what does that have to do with the funeral?
That's
for
how
the,
they
the
celebrate
funeral procession from the church. I believe.
I didn't know that.
I think it's a southern. I don't know.
Is it
I mean,
from the church to the
I
burial,
guess.
or
I have no idea.
they have a band and they play Dixie music and they march?
But do
and
they do that when they're
dance
living?
and no, it's your
Well, what the hell's the
funeral.
point then? They should be doing it when they're living. Never mind dead.
Well, you can have it for a wedding. It's called the fifth line.
I'm looking it up because
I
can't-
believe it's
This is see everything you learn on this show.
Well-
We talked about wasps, right? We talked about sanitizer, how to put jelly and butter on a croissant, and now we're talking about funeral celebrations.
They do it at weddings also.
Do they?
Yeah.
I guess I guess I gotta spread my wings and learn more. So
It's
listen,
called jazz funerals, by the way.
Jazz,
that's beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
So 508-222-1320. When I come back, I'm gonna do what I love and start taking calls. So we will be right back. And welcome back to Through the Static. I can't even imagine if you or anybody heard these conversations during break. It's crazy. But let me go to the callers. Hi, this is Stephen. Who's this?
Hi, Stephen. This is Sandy. I'm so excited to get on with you today.
Hi, it's Sandy?
Yes.
Sandy, how are you?
Great.
I'm really excited, too, because we haven't been here in a couple of weeks, and you're my first caller. So let's see.
Yahoo!
I love that. Let me see. Okay, so Sandy, you got a birthday or an anniversary, like really close. There's something.
Both.
What was that?
Both.
Oh, both. I love it. I just heard someone talk about the birthday anniversary, something they want to celebrate. So is it yours or is it someone connected to you?
My birthday was in September. My new husband's birthday is in November. Our anniversary is July 11th.
Wow. Well, so we're in October. Keep in mind, in addition to all those celebrations and everyone saying happy birthday, happy anniversary, there's something closer. When I get this particular symbol, Sandy, 2 weeks back, 2 weeks forward, it's really, really close. And what are we, October 21st? So it's in October. So
My grandson's birthday was the 14th.
Oh, there it is. I knew it was coming. I don't know what the 14 is. What did you just say?
His birthday was on the 14th, and he turned 16. It was a big deal.
Wow, so it's kind of funny that I think you said that the same time I said that. So it's interesting. So Sandy, there's a very strong father figure stepping forward. So is Dad here or crossed?
He's crossed.
So just know that your dad is stepping forward. But wait a minute. Do you have a father-in-law who's crossed also? Or an ex?
Ex-husband.
What was that?
An ex-husband. Ex-husband.
Oh, an ex. Oh.
Father.
And you, yeah. So that's what he's talking about, Dad. So it's your father and it's your ex-husband stepping forward, and your father's laughing and said she never thought this would happen. So just both of them stepping and actually right next to each other, which is kind of really, really cool. In sort of like tag teaming. Where did the two kids come in?
We had two kids.
Oh, your ex.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just know that your dad is giving that as a validation. And there's an Andrew, Anthony. Who's the N connected? Angela. I keep hearing I don't know if this is your dad or if this is your ex giving this. It could be a middle name too. Either living or crossed.
My grandson's name is Anthony.
Oh, is this the one that had the birthday?
Yeah.
Did you tell me his name was Anthony?
No.
Oh, then, you know what, I was going to say, because I couldn't remember. If you did, then I would say, well, that's not it, because, I would be not the greatest medium, right? If I'm telling you the stuff you've already told me. I love that your dad and your ex wanted to bring up Anthony. And just to let you know, your ex just said, I want Sandy to know that I'm still watching the family. Your ex just said to me, what a wonderful woman you are, what an incredible mom you are. And your ex just said to me he didn't deserve you.
Oh, wow.
And that's not to say that he wasn't, a great guy, a great person, because I can feel his soul and I can feel that he's a good guy. But he talks about in the marriage that the decisions and the respect should have been much higher from what his perspective is, and that's why he said that he didn't deserve a woman like you, but how fortunate he was to actually have his children have you as a mom. There's a very big dog here too. It's a large dog that is in spirit. Did you grow up or did you have dogs?
Oh yeah, lots of them.
But did you have like a larger one, like a lab size or retriever?
Oh my God, my daughter had 2 labs.
Wow. So know that it's got to be one of those labs or 2 of those labs coming through and letting in B and C. I don't know what that means. B and C. I don't know if one of their names either a B or a C name. I just heard BC. So just keep it with you, Sandy. If that's not, do you remember? Without telling me, do you remember the names of those dogs?
The 2 dogs were Thunder and Lightning that I was thinking of, but we had dogs when I was growing up. Dino was one, and Cuda.
Well, there's the C. Cuda.
Cuda,
yeah,
and Beano.
Oh my God, there's the B and C. Wow, yeah. Wow, Sandy, how cool. Wow, so they're just letting you know that they're here. I just heard B, C, B and C, B and C. So wow, there's also, I don't know if this is Mother Mary or Mary. Is there a Mary connected to you? So if not, I keep hearing Mary, but I also see Mother Mary. Wait a minute, is your mom crossed or here?
she's crossed?
Your mother just stepped forward and said, "There's no way that this is ending without me coming through and just Dad. That's not happening." So your mother because your mother said she expects me to come through. Someone's got like a statue of Jesus or Mother Mary. Was I don't know if this is grandmother, and there's a rose. Oh, who's Rose? Where's the rose come in, Sandy? There's either the name Rose or Rosaries or Roses, but there's something your mother just yelled out Rose. So
I just planted a rose bush.
Oh, that's exactly what it is. Was that recently?
Yeah.
Wow, Sandy. You know, when Spirit brings that up, it's a way to let you know that when you planted it, your mom, dad, grandparents, everybody was there with you, just watching, and someone just said you're trying. You've got much better with the green thumb, but you weren't that great before. Your mother just said, she kind of stunk with that, but she's getting better. So, and they're all laughing. It sounds like maybe you understand that, but it's just a way to let you know that they're watching and they're with you. And these dogs floored me though. The B and C, Sandy. They're on your lap. They're around you. Your father's laughing, and there was also somebody with the throat issue. I don't know if this is like COPD, if this is like lung cancer, but my throat is like closing. So either someone here has COPD or connected to somebody maybe who's crossed. So just keep that with you, and remember the statue, because someone has a statue. Or was there like a memorial outside for somebody, like an animal or a person? Or is there like a Mother Mary at a cemetery? There's a Mother Mary somewhere, your mother keeps saying. And she just said, my daughter knows.
Okay.
Just make sure you keep it with you. If they're bringing it up, Sandy, there's a reason for it. And they also know that, this is such a brief period of time. I get you on the phone. So, sometimes it takes a little bit to realize what they're talking about. But your mother talked about the throat thing, but that's someone who's crossed that had throat issues, thyroid issues. What was that?
My mother-in-law was coughing a lot all the time.
But is she crossed?
Yeah.
Wow. So it's probably your mother-in-law just letting you know that she's also stepping. But is this ex-mother-in-law or is this your current mother-in-law?
Yeah.
Ex?
We had a good connection, my ex-mother-in-law and I.
Wow. So how wild is that, letting you know that she's also stepping forward? And there's a skin disease, because your mother shows me poison ivy, some psoriasis. There's something with skin. Your mother keeps talking about of somebody, and it also could be maybe your mother-in-law is giving that to me. But she keeps I've never seen this before. Somebody keeps showing me poison ivy like rubbed on skin, which means that there's something a burn or psoriasis or a skin disorder, rosacea. There's something with
my nephew has psoriasis.
Oh wow! So again, is this your brother's son?
Yeah.
How did I know that? Your mother. I just said to your mother, "Who is this?" And she's like, "That's my son's son." So just know it's a way that it may be a random, and that's how spirit works, Sandy. But it is just a way to let you know it's all of them watching and loving you. And I just keep hearing your mother saying that she's so excited that she got to step forward and let you know she's here. And she just looked at me. Your mother looked at me and said, "Stephen, my daughter is the most beautiful human."
Oh.
So just make sure you know that everybody's around you. And at nighttime, your mother just said she's always with you. And if you hear noises, your mother just said my daughter's got so many spirit around her that sometimes we bang into things. So if she hears something, it's not a burglar, it's just us. And it's just a way to let you know how much they love you, Sandy. But Sandy, thank you for being my first caller. And I'm just going to leave you with that, and lots of love, okay?
Thank you so much.
Oh, thanks, Sandy. Have a great night, and we'll be right back. And welcome back to Through the Static. So let me go to the next caller. Hi, this is Steven. Who's this?
Steven, it's TJ from Rhode Island. And first, let me say I'm sorry about the doggy. I know what that's like.
Oh, TJ, thank you very, very much for saying that. And it's been tough, but thank you very much. And but you're here, so let me do my thing. So TJ, okay. Right before you called, my producer Mark was talking about his mom and car, and why do I keep going to an engine or a mechanic, or is someone got issues with the car? What's the car thing with you?
Me, I don't drive at all. I've never driven in my whole, well, let's say, more years than I like to think I look life.
Well, so as you know, or maybe you don't know, but Spirit will bring things up not just for you, but connected to you. There is something with this. I can smell an engine. So was there somebody connected to you that used to work as a mechanic, or do you have a buddy that's a mechanic? There's something that I can smell car and engines. Like I can smell the oil, I can smell the gas, and my hands are dirty. So I get that you haven't driven in a long time, but there's
ever.
What was that?
Ever.
Oh, you never? Okay, ever. But there's something. So just make. Is your mom here? Why do I keep hearing?
She passed.
So this is your mother giving this to me, and just said, TJ, like, get the corn out of your ears. Like, she's like, my son knows this. You didn't have like an uncle or somebody that loved cars or did something with cars. Your mother saying, yes, TJ knows this.
No, you said this the last time. That's why I keep thinking it's like, is there something with the mechanic or something? There's nothing. My mother hated cars. She was from Europe, and she said, I can't stand these things. I'm not used to them. I don't like them, blah, blah, blah.
Wait a minute. TJ, your mom used to hate cars?
She hated them. She never drove.
That's probably why this is like a beautiful joke between you. That's no wonder why I'm going on and on and on about cars and engines. This is your Don mother, like, playing with me and playing with you. This is so funny.
No.
And I obviously I didn't know that you never drove either. I think your mother, when she was here, must have had some kind of sense of humor, boy. She had to.
Yeah, well, in her own weird way, I guess. Yeah, I mean that's
TJ, she just put her hands on her hips and looked at you and said, "What do you mean in my weird way?" But let me ask you something. Who's the A connected here? Who's Ann or Anthony or the A connection your mother keeps talking about? And it could be first name, it could be middle name, but there's
Anthony would have been my stepfather.
So what was your stepfather's name?
Anthony.
Oh, Anthony. Okay, but your stepfather is crossed.
Yes.
So know that your stepfather is also letting you know that he's here, and I don't know if this is surprising, but your stepdad just said to me, I want TJ to know that I'm always around him and I'm always helping and protecting and guiding. But your stepdad talks about butting heads.
Oh, well, it could be. Yeah, it could be. Everybody has problems. I had them. He had them. And
yeah, but it's not about just problems. It's about, like, when I see butting heads, it just means that, like, either someone, went a period of time of not talking, or there's something that he keeps talking about, and may not even, again, be against you. It just may. Did he also have kids? Did he have a son?
Yeah, he had a couple of kids from a previous marriage.
That's who he's talking about. So I don't know what the history there is. It's just, this is a way to let you know it's really him, and it's just a way that he must have at some point. And again, this doesn't mean that it was like his whole life, but there must have been some kind of butting of heads with his kids, with him at some point. What's with yellow?
Yellow.
Color yellow, something yellow. Someone loves yellow, hates yellow, but your mother just talked about. No, it's It's like sunflowers. It's yellow flowers, TJ. Your mother keeps talking about.
Daffodils. The only thing I can think of are daffodils.
But why? I mean, did someone like that?
Because I planted them in the backyard before. That's why.
But was your mother cross when that happened?
No, it would be now, January would be 3 years. since she passed.
So just, like I said with the first caller, TJ, it's just a way that your mom is picking random things, like you planted daffodils, just to let you know that she knows and she's with you, and she's always, she's just always, your mom's always around you. And your father is crossed?
Yes, he crossed the September after she died.
Yeah, because he's also wants to make sure before we leave, he's here. And Peter, Patty, Paul, who's the P your father talks about?
Peter, Patty, Paul.
I love TJ.
I can't think of any. I can't think of
it's a last name. It's a last name. Your father just yelled it's a last name connected somehow. A maiden name connected to you, but there's a last name P. Your father just said. So if it doesn't come right now, just make sure you keep it with you. Did your father... who traveled a lot? I don't know if they were in the military, but there's someone connected to you that traveled a lot, because I keep seeing like a passport being stamped.
Well, we never really traveled outside the country, but my mother was a war bride, so.
And a war bride meaning that your father was in the military.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he had been in the military, and that's when, at the end of the war and stuff.
Yeah, so just
to be honest, I was really hoping, because I'm trying to sell my house, if anything, they had anything to say about it, because it's an upending situation for me, so.
Is that where the daffodils were planted?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not a surprise. That's the reason why, your mother talked about that. Your mother likes the house. I know it's for sale. Is that what you said, right? It's for sale?
Yeah, I've got to sell it. So if she likes it, she better drop a big bag of money on my lap.
Well, but this is not. It's not about. She says it's all about you. This is for your mother. This is all about TJ, and anything TJ does or anything TJ touches is perfect. It's beautiful. That's what your mother is talking about. So, just.
Are you sure it's my mother? Because that's not the attitude she had when she was alive.
Well, and that's the great thing about when we're in spirit, TJ. Just know that your mother just said, calm down with the house. Just calm down. Everything's going to happen the way it's supposed to happen. So just let it go, and don't get stressed out. Just let it go, and your mother just kept giving me thumbs up. So just don't stress out about it. Surrender it, and everything will turn out, TJ, fine. So listen, thank you so much for calling.
And by the way, before I let you go, while I would prefer to go into the woods with Elix and his air horn, about knives, so I want you in the kitchen.
Thank you, TJ. I appreciate it. Listen, you have a great day.
Bye.
All right, bye-bye.
Let's kill about 1.5 minutes or so.
And then do calls out on the other side?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Because we don't really have enough time to...
I don't want to jip anybody, right?
Right.
Exactly.
Right, because the next caller waited patiently. So.
Well, thank you for waiting, and I will get to you as soon as we kill this time. So what
I just want to know, did TJ just said that he want to hang out with you because you know about knives?
Yes.
Clearly, TJ wasn't paying very good attention to what
I think
we were
TJ was
saying.
paying very good attention.
Because you know nothing about knives.
I think TJ, did I not hand you the bread knife?
After I specifically directed you.
Well, if you go through the whole drawer, you get to it.
I almost have to give him a drawing.
Well, and TJ remembers the video we did in Maine about the air horn in the woods when we saw the bear. That's what he was referencing about the woods and the air horn.
Oh,
yes.
okay. No,
yes, when we were in Maine in June and we're walking down the driveway and I look up and see this bear like eating berries, and Elix and I took our berries on the other side of wherever we could find to get away from that bear. And we saw that bear twice.
Well, that's like our lovely station manager, James, that one. He's telling me that I should go and get rid of the wasp nest at my parents' house.
Yourself?
Because that's what sons do.
Yeah, and
just show up with that shirt. I'm sure they'll run away as fast as possible.
I am not getting anywhere near that. I don't care.
Well, you know what? That's a perfect thing, though, talking about the shirt. you can sell the shirt and the 3/4 of the price is gone.
$200,
Right,
right
$200.
What I was saying to you was during a break that you didn't hear because you had your headphones on.
Purposely.
When I go to the great beyond, this goes with me.
Oh, okay.
It's either on me or in the box, and it's been...
If Miss Ellie doesn't sell it,
Yeah, because Miss Ellie is going to outlive all three of us. You know that,
I
right?
believe that.
Most
Your mom is
likely.
going to outlive all three of us.
Most likely,
Yeah, there's
yes.
there's no question. So
Would you like to take a break?
yes, 508-222-1320, and when I come back, I will pick up the people that are on hold. So hang on just a couple of more seconds.
Thank you.
You are welcome. So now I can. And welcome back to Through the Static. So let me go to the next caller. Hi, this is Steven. Who's this?
Hi, Stephen. This is Chris.
Hi, Chris. How are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I'm wonderful, too. I love your accent. I detect an accent.
You have I have an accent. What kind of accent do I have?
I'm listening. I'll tell you. I that's as far as I go. You know, it's like, do you speak Spanish? You know, un poquito. That's as far as I go. I detect it, and that's it. But let me tune into you, Chris. So I don't know where to start with you. There's a lot here. So, Chris, you also have something really close. You've got like a celebration of somebody connected to you, like 2 weeks back, 2 weeks forward. Something's really close. It could be like a birthday, an anniversary, a celebration, an anniversary of crossing. And there's a really strong male, like father present. So is your father here or crossed?
He's crossed.
So your father's starting this, but do you know what he's talking about, like the birthday or anniversary?
My brother passed away. The year anniversary of his passing was about 3 weeks ago.
Oh my God! So it's a way that your father and your brother are letting you know that they're stepping forward. That's how this works, to let me know who's coming forward. I don't know why I keep seeing, which, I'm really not a medium that sees descriptions at all. For some reason, with you, I keep seeing like salt and pepper here. I don't know what that means, because I'm not usually a person that sees that. So I'm just going to leave that with you. I don't know if your brother or if you're. Wait a minute. Did your brother die young?
He was only 60.
So when I hear young male, it just means that someone 20, 30, 40, 50, and I usually always even say up to 70, that crossed. That it's sort of like a category that they say you don't expect him to cross that. But wait a minute, who died quickly? Was it him?
Yes.
Because I can't. He snaps his fingers like here one moment and gone the next. Chris, your brother keeps saying thank you to you, thank you, and keeps saying that my sister, even if she doesn't feel it, gave me such unconditional love. And because he said he felt broken. I don't know what that means. But at some point, Chris, did he have substance abuse issues?
Yes.
So he's showing me how he felt in the physical world, like he was a failure, that this was sort of like a mock against his name, his family. He is such a good guy, Chris. Such a wonderful, such a wonderful soul, and that he cared. Here he is dealing with what he was dealing, the substance abuse, but was just more concerned about everybody else. And where's the mother figure come in? Is your mother here?
No, she has passed too. Wow.
So your mother's stepping forward also, and also to let you know that everybody is there together. Now you're here, your brother's crossed, but why does your brother say the other sibling?
We have a brother that is still here. He's been estranged from the family for several years.
Is it just the three of you?
Yes. Well, we had a brother, our oldest brother. He died as an infant.
Oh, that's the young one I was thinking when I said...
he died like he was 4 months old.
Yeah, that's when I said young. And when you said your brother's 60, I'm like, well, maybe I misinterpreted young male. But no, it's your other brother. How wild is it, though, Chris, that your brother who's talking, that started this with your dad, was like, there's other sibling, and he's referencing your brother who's here also in the physical world, and just wants to let you know that they're all watching, especially your brother who died at 4 months. I think that's what you said. He just said, tell my sister I'm always around her. I love her. She's like the foundation, like she's the rock of everything. He loves you. And what's the ring? What's the wedding ring or the diamond ring? Why did they keep talking?
I have my mom's wedding ring.
Oh, so that's what your mom's talking about. So that she wants to just to validate that she knows, obviously, and is very happy that you have it. And there's Durham. What are they saying? Is there someone connected to you like that in the like mid-Atlantic states?
Like in the Carolina. You're thinking the Carolinas. You said Durham.
I don't. That's the only Durham I know. But there is a town or a place with a D. Your mother keeps talking about. Someone either lived there, used to live there. But there's a D place. So, sometimes it even could be the street, Chris, or it could be the city. It could be a state. But your mother keeps making a Durfee. It sounds like a DU name. Dunphy? Durfee? Just make sure you keep it with you, Chris. If she's giving it to me, it just means that she wants to make sure you get it. And this flowers also. I don't know what she's talking about. Did someone take flowers from the service?
Possibly. I really love flowers. I'm a huge flower person.
Maybe that's what she's. Maybe that's why she's giving the. There's a lot of flowers. It almost made me feel like I was living in a boutique or a flower shop. There was a lot of flowers your mother's talking about, or it could also be like a garden. But your mother's just giving that. And Frank or Francis, who's Fran? Who's the F name connected to you? If it doesn't come, just make sure you keep it with you, either living or cross, Chris, because your mother keeps talking about. Fanny. Oh, your mother's talking about someone's bum and laughing.
Well,
it's like someone has a large bum, or your mother's hilarious.
She's a mess. She has a spectacular personality.
She certainly does, and she's laughing hysterically. And I'll tell you, she's the first that I've ever had that talked about a bum in spirit. So just know that your mom, and someone used to play cards. There's cards everywhere. Playing cards. I keep seeing cards. So just make sure you keep all of that, Chris, and thank you for calling.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You have a great, great day and lots of love.
You too, dear.
Alrighty, bye-bye. So much. Hi, this is Steven. Who's this? Hello?
Hello?
Hi, who's this?
It's Liz.
Hi, Liz. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, too. The way you said that, you sound like you're my sister. Like, it's Liz. It's Liz.
It's Liz too.
So, Liz, let's check in what's going on with you. Someone in healthcare? Why am I in a hospital with you?
My brother is a nurse.
Oh, that's why. The producer just laughed. I don't mean I'm physically in the hospital with you. I just mean I was in the hospital with you. So it's just, you have so they're just validating your brother as a nurse, because that's how this works. There's a really strong grandmother presence here that steps forwards. But do you have both grandmothers crossed?
Yes.
Both grandmothers are crossed. But is your mother crossed?
No.
But do you have or was one of the grandmothers very motherly? Because I keep hearing motherly.
Not particularly.
Do you have a mother-in-law who's crossed, or an ex?
No. Nope. She's still here.
Okay. Are you glad she's still here? I'm kidding. Liz, I'm just kidding. I just keep feeling.
I don't want to incriminate myself.
There's also a teacher. Someone taught something. I see the alphabet when I tune into you. So it could be, it doesn't have to necessarily be school. It could be music. It's sometimes, Liz, when Spirit brings up teaching, it also could be someone who wanted to be a teacher or did something in teaching very short period of time and left. But there's something with a school or why does your grandmother, and who's the dad figure here? Is your father here or crossed?
No, my dad is crossed, actually 13 years today.
Wow. Happy anniversary to Dad. Your father just brought me into school, and I said, your daughter's not getting the teacher reference, and your father said it's because it's not a teacher, it's being pulled out of school. Did someone hate school and not want to go to school or have issues in school?
My brother, who's the nurse, actually used to find all kinds of reasons not to go to school.
Wow, this is all about your brother. I love that your father is laughing at that and said to me, I'm laughing because exactly look at how he was and look what he ended up doing. I mean, it's not it's not a small thing to become a nurse, right? So
yeah, and he's a nurse, and he teaches nursing students, so maybe that's also.
Oh, that's exactly what it is, Liz. I just said to your father, you do know that I'm talking to your daughter, though, and not your son. Your father laughed hysterically. He's very, very funny. He's like, I love my 12. What's the 12? What is there something in December? Your father just yelled out.
His birthday is in December.
Oh, so it's just, it's one of those things that he's just giving some things to make sure it's really Dad stepping forward and how he's always with you. Permission. What is your father just keeps talking about? I need permission to do. Do you have kids?
I do.
But are they still in school?
Yeah.
Did you just why did your father talk about a permission slip?
I don't know.
Well, if you don't know, and if it's something that you don't remember, it's either one of two things, Liz. It's either it will come to your mind, or something's going to come very soon because someone needs permission. Are the kids in school? Like, are they actually physically going to school?
Yep, my daughter is in school. She's in person full time.
Ask her if there's something different about permission to go to different places. Your father just keeps telling me that he's always with the kids, and there's something I don't know what the permission is, but there's something with the word permission. That's what I keep hearing. Maybe it's some kind of change because of COVID. Just let it.
I mean, yeah, their whole process. I mean, they don't get to do much.
Well, yeah,
I classroom and.
I get it, and I know that your father is just making sure you know that he's watching them. And there's Robert or Bob or Richard. Who's the R name?
Riley, my daughter.
Oh, wow. Oh, so listen, we're talking about the kids. He wants to just make sure that he gives the reference to the kids. And is it 2 kids?
Nope, just 1.
Okay. So what is something in February? Why did your father just say 2? Oh, wait a minute. Is it just you and your brother?
No, there are 5 of us.
So there's something with 2. Your father keeps talking about 2. I don't know if he's one of 2, but there's something with, or someone has
he's
2.
He's one of 2.
Oh, so
yep, he's one of 2.
Wow, he's a little into himself. He's all about him, Liz. Here, I'm like, I just heard him say 2 kids.
He never was when he was here, so maybe it's about time that he is.
Well, this is all about making sure that you laugh and you smile. That's what your father wants for you, just to make sure you're happy and that this is not something sad, and that it's just to prove to you that he's always, always with you, Liz. That's what this is all about. And the last thing I'll say, Chris, Kevin, Kathy, who's the C or K name? Connected.
I don't know.
Okay, so just make sure you keep it with you because he just talked about oh no, it's an animal. It's like Cleo. There's an animal name with C or K name. Like, because I heard Cleo and I went to like either a dog or a cat. Did you grow up with animals?
We did, yeah. I don't remember a C name. Oh, well, we had a cat that ran away who had a C name. She had kittens and then she ran away.
What was her name?
Abandoned her babies. Her name was Clarice.
I was close with Cleo here, Liz. So just know that the kitty that ran away is back, and she's just loving you and everybody else. So, Liz, thank you so much for calling, and you have a great night.
Thank you, Stephen.
All right, listen, lots of love.
Okay.
And
okay.
like in a flash, it's over. But before we leave quickly, I just wanted to give a shout out for myself that I am doing it's not even advertised yet. It will be hopefully soon. A Halloween night, if you're not doing anything, at 8:00. I am going to be the special guest at a very, very dear friend of mine, Jane. She owns Bedside Reading, and she's doing an event for her company, which is an incredible company. Her and her husband, Rick, are very, very dear friends to me and Elix. And she asked me to do Halloween, to do an event. So I'm going to incorporate just talking about Halloween briefly, but the most... well, I'm not there yet. Elix is pushing me. He's bossy. And now I forgot what I was going to say. So, but I'm going to be doing readings, but you can go to Bedside Reading on Facebook or Instagram, and it's open to anybody, and you can actually sign up, and you'll get the Zoom link. So if you want to, what else are you doing Halloween at 8:00, right? Come see me and get a chance to be read. It's going to be a lot of fun. So on behalf of me, Stephen the Medium, you can find me everywhere. Elix,
Coach Elix.
And our producer, Mark, Wednesdays 3 to 5, his show, Mark's Jukebox. Don't miss it. And we'll see you next Wednesday. So lots of love. Have a great night.